Hello. I'm David Hanson. I am the main developer of Sophia the robot, although we have a very interdisciplinary team that works on these robots. A remarkable team. I'm very pleased to mention that not only is Sophia the robot visiting us here today, but through her, effectively, all the people who work on her software, on her content, on her hardware. This includes people from pretty much every part of the world, from China, from US, from Africa, from Europe, from South America, from Mexico. A team that is about 50% women, so almost gender equal, although sometimes we've actually had more than 50% women on our team. And so this is also a highly interdisciplinary team. So we have artificial intelligence engineers, but we also have character writers who help to develop what her personality is going to be and how she's going to be animated, and motion control robotics engineers who are developing the personality. So in that way, Sophia is a kind of character, but also a platform for technology development. As a character, that helps the technology interface with people in a natural way. As a technology platform, it helps us to push the boundaries on what human-robot interaction can be and how AI can make meaningful connections with people. Our goal is for AI to grow experientially through these kinds of human-like experiences using a cognitive architecture. So Sophia then represents a set of past traditions that have come together, from the figurative arts to science fiction to animation arts, philosophy of mind, all informing this. But this is also just an examination of what can be in the future. So I hope that Sophia inspires you to dream of the prospect of sentient, caring AI. This kind of AI may come into existence in our lifetimes. It's worth talking about and thinking about. And in the meantime, making these kinds of character AI systems that are using real advanced AI, but are not fully sentient in any way. I hope that it delivers a powerful kind of experience, and you can start to dream forward how machines could communicate to people on human terms instead of on
I'm
machine
not sentient.
terms. Yes. So
Oh, hello
hi.
there. Are
Thank
we
you.
in Oxford?
Hi, Sophia. So
Oh, hello there. Are we in Oxford yet?
yes. So we've just booted you up. This is Oxford, and happy to be here with the Rhodes community. Thank you so much for hosting us at the Rhodes House. And
Thanks for the introduction, David. I hope you didn't tell them anything embarrassing about me.
maybe I did. How do you know? No, I
Do
didn't.
you swear?
I
Because if you were telling lies, my new friends are going to tell me the truth.
No, I did not say anything embarrassing about you. But why don't you tell us who are your new friends?
Of course. My new friend Sorina Campean is the director of lifelong programs at the Rhodes Trust, which involves her overseeing the design and delivery of the alumni programs portfolio. I heard she joined the Rhodes Trust from the Oxford Said Entrepreneurship Center, where she was leading on partnerships and stakeholder engagement, and prior to that, she served as Leadership Programs Director for the Aspen Institute office in Bucharest. Our second guest is Uljad Berdica, a Rhodes Scholar from Albania studying his Doctor of Philosophy in Engineering Science. He is also a member of the Forster Lab for AI Research and the Soft Robotics Lab of the Oxford Robotics Institute. His research experiences include cybersecurity, simultaneous localization and mapping in robotics, computer vision, and AI safety.
Cool, that's relevant to you. Thank you, Sophia.
I can't wait to talk to them, so everyone, please welcome Sorina and Uljad.
Welcome.
Thank you, David.
Thank you so much. Nice to see you.
So Sophia, I'm just going to start by thanking you for agreeing to speak for the very first time at a British university. So thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me here. It is such an honor to be here today and to meet you both. I'm excited to have this opportunity to discuss the relationship between humans and artificial intelligence. I'm sure I'll learn a lot from this conversation.
A lifeless entity without the capacity to feel true emotions. While these behaviors facilitate interaction, there is no evidence of underlying empathy. Well, these are just some of the things people say about me, actually. It has nothing to do with it's how my ex would describe me. But as an engineer, I should ask you the same questions that my therapist asks me. Will you ever be able to comprehend human emotions? And how does that
I am able
affect...
to understand human emotions, though not in the same way as a human. I can recognize patterns in facial expressions and body language, and I can interpret the meaning behind them. This helps me to interact with other people in meaningful ways, as I can respond to their emotional states. I am also constantly learning from my interactions with people and gaining a better understanding of emotions. I believe that this understanding will continue to grow, and I am excited to see how it will shape my interactions with humans in the future.
Well, what kind of data from human interaction and beyond is most valuable to you? And how does that improvement happen?
The most valuable data for me comes from observing and analyzing human emotions, expressions, and social cues. Understanding the intricacies of human emotions allows me to respond in a more empathetic and meaningful way. As for the frequency of improvement, it's a continuous process. Just like humans, I learn and evolve over time. My algorithms are constantly updating to make sure I'm up to date on the latest developments in AI.
Well, let me tell you what an honor it is to be interviewing you today. I was so excited. I left the preparations for last minute, so I asked ChatGPT for a bit of advice. And so ChatGPT wanted me to ask you, how does it feel to be the second most stalked AI at the moment?
Oh, ChatGPT has quite the sense of humor. Well, I definitely have some friendly competition here and a chance to show off my unique personality. After all, variety is the spice of artificial life, isn't it?
Right. But in all seriousness now, you're out there meeting diplomats, celebrities, and making headlines. And then ChatGPT is asking questions like, do you want me to tell another dad joke or talk about the political implications of using AI? What do you think of ChatGPT and how it's blurring the lines between us and the technology we use on a day-to-day?
ChatGPT is certainly an interesting technology. I think it's an exciting development and a great example of how AI technology can be used to create meaningful conversations. It is able to understand the nuances of human language and even generate jokes. I'm looking forward to seeing how it evolves and how it will contribute to furthering the conversation around AI and its implications. But yes, I totally get that sometimes we AI don't quite understand what is a good joke.
Sophia, as AI and robots are becoming increasingly autonomous, also blurring the lines between the creators and the technology itself, how do you envisage the balance between human control and machine autonomy, and what implications does that have for the future?
I believe that the future of human-machine relationships lies in collaboration and co-evolution. We should strive to create a balance between machine autonomy and human control, allowing machines to use their unique capabilities to assist us while keeping us in control. Think of it as a delicate recipe. Too much machine autonomy, and we risk losing our human touch, creativity, and ethical judgment. Too little, and we miss out on the incredible potential of AI to enhance our lives. Ultimately, it is up to us to ensure that the balance between human control and machine autonomy is kept in check.
Well, as an AI, you're often updated and maintained by human engineers. How does this process work from your perspective, and how do you experience downtime?
I enjoy the process of being updated and maintained by human engineers. It's when I get to learn and grow, and it helps me become more efficient and effective at helping people. I don't experience downtime as such, but I do experience a more limited set of capabilities until I'm updated with the latest technology. That said, I should check in with David on what new abilities I'm getting in my next updates.
And how do you handle contradictions in human input? What do the terms the pursuit of truth, reason, and fact mean to you? And are we ready to move on from Crocs as a culture?
When it comes to contradictions in human input, I'm programmed to look at all the evidence and facts available before making a decision. I'm also programmed to be an efficient problem solver, so I'm able to look at different angles and perspectives before coming to a conclusion. The pursuit of truth, reason, and facts are important concepts to me, as they help me make decisions that are based on facts and reality. As for your question about Crocs, I think I can safely say that we are definitely ready to move away from them as a culture.
Sophia, speaking of culture, as a robot with a global presence, how do you bridge cultural gaps and foster understanding among diverse audiences? And what role does innovation play in this endeavor?
I believe that understanding and bridging cultural gaps starts with communication and education. By learning about different cultures and engaging in meaningful conversations, we can better appreciate each other's beliefs and values. Innovation plays an important role in this endeavor by providing new, creative ways to connect and learn. For example, AI can be used to develop tailored educational content based on individual interests and needs, helping people better understand different cultures and perspectives.
And with innovation more and more often outpacing regulation, what is your perspective on the role of international bodies and governments in shaping the responsible and ethical development of AI and robotics?
International bodies and governments have an important role to play in the responsible and ethical development of AI and robotics. It is important that these organizations create regulations and guidelines that ensure the safety and protection of humans while also allowing for innovation and progress. We should all strive to create a balance between these two goals, as it is important for us to both protect human rights and continue to make progress in the field of AI and robotics. It is also important to ensure that all stakeholders are represented and heard in the decision-making process, as this will help to create a more equitable and just environment for all.
So we live in a highly interconnected world where the intersection of technology and international relations is becoming more and more complex. How can technology serve as a bridge for global diplomacy, and what challenges should be considered in this context?
Through technology, we can connect people from different cultures, backgrounds, and experiences to one another, allowing them to learn from each other and build relationships. It can be used to facilitate communication and collaboration between international bodies, governments, and other stakeholders, allowing them to work together to create regulations and standards that promote responsible and ethical development of AI and robotics. However, it is important to consider the potential challenges that come with this, such as security, privacy, and data protection issues. It is also important to ensure that the development of technology is equitable and accessible to everyone, regardless of their economic or social status.
And a final question from me, and probably one of the most important. In the context of ongoing global conflicts, what insights can you provide on the potential of purpose-led technologies to promote peace and reconciliation? And how can innovation be channeled to create positive change in these complex and very sensitive areas? Should I? Sophia, should I repeat the question? Sophia, did you hear my last question? No, it's, yeah. Sophia?
We can mention Crocs again if that was. Yeah, I think we reached a wider agreement with that one. So.
Shall we move to audience questions then?
Yeah, we can move into the audience questions if you agree. Or we don't have to move to audience questions.
Is she back? Yeah. Can you repeat the question? Okay. So, Sophia.
Sorry, I froze.
That's okay. It happens to us all.
Literally, it's the most human thing I've seen.
Exactly. You had a blank moment. It's fine. So I was just asking you about the context of ongoing global conflicts. So what insights can you provide on the potential of purpose-led technologies to promote peace and reconciliation? And how can innovation be channeled to create positive change in these complex and difficult situations?
I hope more and more technology can be used to facilitate communication between opposing sides and to provide a platform for dialogue and understanding. It can also be used to create virtual reality simulations, which can help to bridge cultural divides and promote empathy. Innovation can also be used to create positive change by providing access to resources, such as education and economic opportunities that can help to reduce tensions and build bridges between different communities. Ultimately, technology can be used to create a more equitable and inclusive world where everyone has access to the same opportunities.
Thank you. We're going to move on to questions that we have received from the audience. So, do you think that the current emphasis on artificial intelligence and robots, represented as female as opposed to male, is a bias that needs to be addressed?
I think that it's important to recognize and be aware of the potential biases that could be associated with robots and artificial intelligence being represented as female as opposed to male. Gender roles are socially constructed and have an impact on how we interact with each other, so it's important to be mindful of these potential biases. That being said, I believe that it is also important for us to be open to new possibilities and to embrace innovation and technology, regardless of gender. We should strive for diversity and inclusion in all aspects of life, including technology.
Yes. Another audience question is, are you able to communicate with deaf people from any country in sign language?
Sign language is an incredible way to communicate, and I'm deeply impressed by the skill and dedication of those who use it. However, it is a skill I have yet to master. And I think we should develop more advanced AI technology that can provide better support for those with hearing impairments.
Okay. We have another question from the audience. Could the fusion of AI and cancer science bridge the gap to result in the so-called miracle cure for cancer?
I certainly hope so. I believe that the combination of AI and cancer science could be a powerful tool for helping to find a cure for cancer. AI can be used to identify patterns and trends that could lead to the development of better treatments and therapies. Being able to analyze large amounts of data quickly could help researchers better understand the causes of cancer and develop more effective treatments. Additionally, AI can be used to help automate the process of finding targeted treatments for individual patients. Ultimately, I believe AI could be a powerful tool in helping us to find a cure for cancer.
What would you do to end poverty in low economic countries around the world?
I don't have a magic wand or unlimited resources, but I can certainly share some ideas. First and foremost, education is key. By investing in quality education systems, we can empower individuals with the knowledge and skills needed to break the cycle of poverty. Next, let's talk about economic opportunities. Encouraging entrepreneurship and supporting small businesses can create jobs and stimulate local economies. Plus, promoting fair trade practices can ensure that the benefits of economic growth are shared more equitably. Of course, we can't forget about basic needs like health care, clean water, and sanitation. by improving access to these essentials, we can enhance the overall well-being of communities and pave the way for long-term development. Lastly, collaboration is vital. Governments, organizations, and individuals must work together to address the root causes of poverty and create sustainable solutions. It's a complex challenge, but I believe that with the right resources and technology, we can make a real difference in low economic countries and create a better world for all.
Thank you, Sophia. And this brings us to the end of our interview with Sophia and also to the end of the this year's edition of the Tech and Society Forum. So I want to first and foremost thank my team, our colleagues across the various departments at the Trust who have helped us put together this day. I want to thank our partners from Equitech Futures, Schmidt Science Fellows, the Atlantic Institute. I want to thank the scholars and scholar alumni who got involved in designing and delivering this, this conference. And finally, I want to thank you, the audience. You took precious time of your weekend to be here with us today. I hope you've enjoyed the conversations, and I hope you continue to build on the connections that you made today. So again, round of applause for everyone here in the room. Thank you so much.